Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis.
God dang Xbox players.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring?
I can't say nothing. I play Xbox too.
All
right, well, guys, this is your boy Superman.
And look at this.
God dang, right off the bat. What the fuck? Good shit.
Crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I'm sure after he caught the ball and looked up, he thought to himself, uh-oh, trying to find some space, trying to make people miss. But a swarm of defenders were there, and they dropped him behind the line of scrimmage.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really get...
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Love in the Packers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now a run. It's the rookie from Oklahoma. Oh, twisting away. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You have no fly.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. First carry for Rachaad White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times...
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. On play action. Now McCarthy sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. This defense for the Vikings, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Going back to Love. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Across midfield. He's on his way. Touchdown, Vikings. Was shot late. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And he'll make the score. 14 is hit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop him short of a 1st down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They go with Jacobs. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Love will stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. To the air again, Love. He'll buy some time right. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
Now a 2nd and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To the air with McCarthy. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings! Michael Wilson, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Second down, Jacobs once more. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Off the play fake, Love. Flush to his right. Oh, a dangerous pass there that's intercepted. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And a completion to Wilson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive...
Touchdown! Jamison Williams with career touchdown number 70. And the Vikings are able to widen their advantage. Extra point splits the opponents. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, McCarthy. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Michael Wilson,
His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
and the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the rout is on here in this first half. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football?
It ain't good,
We're
folks.
not seeing it right now.
Fucking fumbles. Motherfuckers can't hold on to shit.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Then I got this fucking
They've had a
pussy
very
ass
solid
motherfucking
first half, and as we
Thompson.
near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half.
I always gotta do a motion. Can't fucking be still,
Down
fucking
McCarthy.
retarded bastard.
It's grabbed over the middle by White. The Vikings going to signal for their first
Cheat, clean out,
timeout.
scheme.
As the clock will stop.
Fucking
34
YouTube
seconds to go
motherfuckers.
before halftime.
That was a
Fucking
pretty favorable
YouTubers.
Situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable. Smart play.
Fucking
too.
cleaner.
Didn't force it
Fuck
downfield
him.
when he didn't have
Hubby.
it. Just checked it down. Let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's McCarthy. He'll take a shot for the end zone. It's caught. In the end zone, touchdown, Minnesota.
Jamison Williams.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
After right down the middle. And a run is on here in this first half. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.